That land that you see in Acholi, which is very big, Acholi blood was poured in it to be what it is. And in the Constitution, I hear them quoting about law. The Constitution talks about Acholi. Because Acholi land is not just land, it is also our identity. When you trample on it because you have money, and you insult some of us, we will not keep quiet. It is wrong.
How do we resolve it, Professor?
Those who are selling land to the Balaalo, they are just merely being selfish. Wait.
Okay.
And they don't see the larger picture. Let me ask you, because of the context of the Balaalo, why were they not buying land in the 60s in Acholi? Why? In the 70s, why? Why were they not there? In the 80s, why were they not there? In the 90s, why were they not there? That they buy land now.
Population wasn't growing?
Is it about population? So ours didn't grow. You see, this thing is more fundamental than about
ours. When you say ours, what do you mean? Who's
we
us?
actually. You
So
told
it's a tribal issue.
No, I'm an Acholi. You cannot take that away from me.
So, but
Okay.
So why shouldn't I talk?
You are saying that the Acholis who are selling, you, Latigo, should have authority to stop them from selling.
No.
Hey.
Didn't I say I bought land?
Okay, so why don't you want Balaalo to buy?
Oh, why do what? Let me tell you today.
We want to
The entry of the Balaalo in Acholi, the way they are entering, is insulting to many of us. Because you enter there because somebody can no longer cultivate his land. He's talking about neighboring Andrew Adimola. In the 60s, Adimola had a groundnut combined harvester on his farm. That neighbors him. Where's the farm?
So the way they
Wait, let me talk.
You?
Let me talk. No, let me talk. If you went to Noya, next to the home of Alija Latim, Wilson Lutara had the best red pole herd in East Africa on his farm. In my own place, we had a dairy farmer with Frisian animals. All those went with the war. When we see cattle, it reminds us of the animals that we lost, of the prosperity that we lost, of the pain that we went through. That matter has not been resolved.
So the solution is to block people from buying the land, or ask the government to stop you?
Please, let us first have, I told you the process when the president went, when the daughter had a mission, Pentecostal mission in
Maurice,
Gulu.
you have really disappointed me.
Oh yes, oh yes.
You have really disappointed me.
Don't worry.
For a great man like you.
No, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me tell you. If, for example, today something happens to President Museveni, those people will be slaughtered, I'm telling you.
What do you say to them?
No.
Okay. How?
So until we have a foundation of acceptance of one another, of honesty, and when we see you with money, we don't become your slave of money. Until we have that, a few selfish guys will defend them and claim they sold their land. And I can guarantee you, I know the prominent families in that area who own land.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor.
If you go to Acholi, you'll find in some places Madupe, the Madis were there. If you go, you'll find even the father of the bishop of Arua, Anglican bishop of those days, was settled in Gulu. And every community you can talk of are there. But they are there by a simple process, a human process of assimilation. which is the same process that now you'll see people who many people assumed were Buganda beginning to talk about who they are in Buganda. Many people came to work. They became friends and relatives with the local Buganda, adapted their culture, adapted their names, acquired assets, and they became, by identity, virtually the Buganda. If the Balaalo were going to Acholi and raising their animals with the rest of the Acholis and relating to them, that process of assimilation, I can tell you, nobody would point a finger. But what is happening is a very unfortunate thing, because you have a people in Northern Uganda, in Acholi, who went through the war. After the war, actually the land crisis started long before the Balaalo came. I had a professor from Oxford who came and met me. I was in my farm, and the professor, when I told him, I said, you know, people are not grabbing Acholi lands. The problem now is that young people will see no alternative in life, will pick their own, even their own parents' land, and sell it. To do what? To buy a border, to drink, maybe impress a woman. Now the consequence of that is that the society on which they should grow is crumbling. And the guy said, oh, here goes my research. Because his information was that somebody was grabbing Acholi land. We are not talking about grabbing land, because the land in Acholi is huge. It's bigger than Rwanda. But we are talking about a process where if you are interested in doing farming in Acholi, either your farming must relate to how they live, or you will find natural resistance, or you come and grow your activity in such a way that as you grow your activity, you even learn, you have friends, you have a few words that you can exchange. Now that kind of process, there would be no crisis, and that process you cannot contest it, because you will have no basis, whether morally, culturally, or legally, to contest it. But just think of it, that Acholi that used to have lots of cattle, that lost their cattle in war, and all of a sudden some guys come, and because the other guys are so poor, all these things about LCs, it doesn't change the fact that you are dealing with a community that is in poverty. There ought to have been concrete government programs. All these NUSAF were programs that in the end never had roots in Acholi. Those who, you remember this guy in Prime Minister's office, this thing is still even in jail. People just ate the money. If they had involved us, I remember the very early program when the late Agat Didi was Minister for Northern Uganda. You know, because he saw that I understood it very well. We would actually go to World Bank meeting. He would leave his PS and go with me. And I was a member of parliament. So that is the problem. Secondly, if you are faced with this kind of challenges, and then you see what is happening, Mwenda will come and talk very strongly. My brother there will come and say we are association of land sellers, and we say this, and then you have a meeting, and that meeting is if you have a meeting in Kigumba and everybody else who is there looks like from one community, is that not tribal? how would we look at your meeting? Has any of those people appealed to senior citizens of our communities like us and said, look, this is a problem we are facing. How can we deal with it? But the issue is that after so many years of war that destroyed the progress, by the way, let nobody fool you. Acholis led this country on many grounds. Gureme one time wrote, and after Onyango Bo, and talked about in the Kachoke Madit in London, how many actually PhD people appeared there. People don't know that some of the earliest professors in Makerere, J.J. Oloya, first African Dean, Semei Nyanzi, and Kibaki, they were the first African lecturers. And if actually we are not discriminatory, Semei Nyanzi is Semei Nyanzi, but he comes from Agago with me and him. He came from Agago, but he's Semei Nyanzi. So let the idea that Acholis are tribalistic be thrown away. We are not. Nyamwe, is it Nyamwe Andao, Commissioner for Agriculture? He married from Kalongo when we were small kids, from Ankole. Rugunda's son married in Atiak. We have our own children who are married in Buganda, from all over. We are not, Acholis are not tribalistic. And this is not about tribalism. This is about recognizing.
I owe nothing to nobody. There's nobody I care about if you try to play around with it, because I owe nothing to you, not even to the government. I'm not an employee. I hear some people saying that I am their servant. I'm not a servant of anybody. I am a freedom fighter. That's what I do. I don't do it because that I'm your servant. I'm not your servant. I am just a freedom fighter. I'm fighting for myself, for my beliefs. That's how I come in. I'm not an employee. If anybody thinks he give me a job, he's deceiving himself. I am just a freedom fighter whom you thought could help you also.
The army is for Uganda. And you are presenting it to us that this army is yours, the commanders are yours. Okay, we agree. Because of the nepotism in the army, those who have been promoted are largely Balaalo people or Ankole. First of all, who are these Balaalo? Are they Ugandans? Most of these Balaalo who have come and have moved to the north are not Ugandans. Some of them are from Tanzania. We talk to them. Some of them are from Congo. Others are from Rwanda. Those who came from Tanzania were expelled by the government of the Republic of Tanzania. It's on record. We talk to them. I also want to bring it and make it a point here.
Does that suggest they are not Tanzanian? How could the government of Tanzania expel?
They are not Tanzanians.
They are not Ugandans?
They are not Ugandans.
Who are they?
This is a question we must establish. Either they are Rwandese or Congolese. We need the Congolese government to speak about them. Because the Tanzanians have spoken. In Uganda we are speaking now. But the issue is here. This Balaalo have come to occupy land and displace people. There is a program, a deliberate program to make them settle. They are aided by power. Because you hear from them. They are not only in Acholi. I must make this clear to you. In West Nile, we have gone through them, and the person speaking here, me, myself, I'm a victim of their being harassed. The Balaalo are very arrogant people. They tell us, we shall call commander, so and so. And they call, and you hear somebody speaking in the background. There was one who threatened the LC3 chairman then of Gimara sub-county, Mr. Awami Sam Longa. that he was a general and these are his cattle. He did not want these people to be harassed. For us, we told them in plain language, the army is for Uganda. And you are presenting it to us that this army is yours, the commanders are yours. Okay, we agree. Because of the nepotism in the army, those who have been promoted are largely Balaalo people or Ankole. But we don't dismiss the fact that we have also people in the army. The officers are yours. Take them. The rank and file are ours. We need them. If this issue is supposed to be resolved by the army, let us speak to the army. Let the Balaalo officers support the Balaalo, and the rank and file support the people of the north. So that was the statement. We reached a point of consensus finally that let the Balaalo with their 3,000 heads of cattle collected from Obongi and parts of Lefori in Moyo move along the road. We told them go along the road. So
Fungaroo,
this is what happened in our case.
You were a legislator.
Yes.
The constitution allows Ugandans to settle in any part of the country.
Yes.
Weren't you acting contrary to the constitution
The problem,
as a lawmaker?
The problem was this. Those people who came, they were not grazing according to the norms of grazing there. Our cattle grazing methods were this. Cattle share watering points. There's, when they have taken a piece of land, they don't want another cattle to come and drink from the same river. Secondly, our cows could not be driven through gardens of people without feeling sorry. But for the Balaalo, even if they drive their cattle through your garden, you are supposed to apologize to them, instead of them apologizing to you.
You're whipping up sentiment, aren't you?
I mean, this is what happened to me. I was chased with guns like this. I'm telling you a story.
Up sentiment.
No, I'm telling you a story which happened to me, and we have captured it on camera. You see, the rank and file soldiers. This is what we made clearly, and we thank the president.
Isn't your argument a contradiction when you say Balaalo are non-Ugandan, but you're saying these same people have army officers who are supporting them?
Kagame is not a Ugandan, but he was an army officer here.
So they were calling Kagame?
No, I'm giving you an example.
I'm asking.
There are still some non-Ugandans who are in the army of Uganda. You think the Banyarwandas have gone all? Some of them who were here with the Rejema, with the Kagame, with the who, they have remained in the army. And these are the ones who are called. And they speak in favor of this Balaalo here.
You're aware, Honorable Fungaroo Kaps, that the Constitution lists. So are you talking about Rwandan citizens or Banyarwanda?
Is Kagame Ugandan? No, this is an example. His Excellency Paul Kagame, is he Ugandan?
He's the president of Rwanda.
I mean, is he Ugandan? A Ugandan being a president of another country?
No, I'm asking you.
The truth here is, we had people who are not Ugandans. There is one called General James Kabarebe, a good friend of mine. Kabarebe. We met when I was Shadow Minister of Defense and Security. We went for an official duty in Rwanda. The whole Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs, we were there in Rwanda. And they were hosted by General Kabarebe. He told us his story. How he studied in Makerere. He was born in the Congo. He studied in Makerere, and then he joined the NRA Bush War. Then he joined the PF. They fought in Rwanda, and again they went to fight in Congo. So, do you think all these people have gone? Some of them could be here in the army now, and they are the ones who are giving big heads to this, big-headedness to this Balaalo here. They want to bully us, because they think all the army officers are their people. Our own are very small. They think like this because they fear being not promoted. They fear not being appointed as ministers. Money for the political leaders now who are selling land in Northern Uganda. The money is in the hands of the friends or the relatives of the Balaalo. The guns are with them. Appointment, political power is with them. So our people are being reduced to like this, begging like this. The way forward is this. This is a common problem for the whole of Northern Uganda.
Are there people in...
Let the people of the north speak with one voice, and let the Balaalo live at the same time. Not that you chase them from Acholi, they go to West Nile. If you chase them from West Nile, they go to Lango.
Are there people in... let me change my question to you. Do you own land in any other part of the country?
Owning land in town, we have actually told the Balaalo at that time, if you want to come and stay in Obongi, you come to Obongi town. You come and build in town. Come and do business in town. In Moyo, in Arua. You go to Arua. All tribes of Uganda are there. Have you heard of anybody being expelled from Arua town or Arua city? The problem is the Balaalo are expelling us from the land. By the way, the future is very bad. What is going to happen in Northern Uganda will be similar to what happened in Australia against the Aboriginals. When white people left Europe, aided by power of colonizing power, they went to Australia. Now they call themselves Australians. The real natives of the Australian population, the Aboriginals, have been exterminated. There is a new war, new warfare called the I War. I War. It is taught in war colleges. I War means information war, individualized war. They take your thumbprint, your eye, your genes, DNA, and they can exterminate a whole line of a clan like this. When the Balaalo have settled in your area, you know that you are not going to produce children with the rate that will fill that area. Because they will inject you with some kind of chemicals where you cease producing.
You're spreading,
it happened.
No, you're spreading things that you can't verify.
It happened in America. This is science, not just hearsay.
And what happened?
You have seen the Red Indians in America.
Yes.
The original natives of the U.S.
Have they been exterminated?
You go and count them, read them. There is a book. I wish I came with them. Okay, there is one book here which I want to give you. I don't know whether you have read this book.
Authored by who?
Have you seen this book? The Rise of the I War. Identity, Information, and the Individualization of Modern Warfare by Colonel O'Neill. This is from the U.S. United States Army War College. How they use information to track people individually.
Yes.
This thing of Uganda happening today.
What is the link between cattle and
no, I mean, this is how, when they know you, they know the land is here, Emulalo are settled here, there is now a clan of the Balaalo.
You said you succeeded in chasing them out of Obongi.
They came back. After they fired me with the bullets, they thought removing Fungaroo from parliament will save them. Let them wait. I told the people, Lango people recently from the area of this district where you cross with the Masindi Ferry Port. Recently there was a problem there. So we are saying we don't want problems with the Balaalo. Your Excellency, Mr. President, you are our president, because Uganda cannot have two presidents. You are the president today. You are ours, you are also for the Balaalo. You avoid this giving of contradictory orders. This thing of like no movement of cattle to Northern Uganda except with the permission of the Minister of Agriculture. And who is the Minister of Agriculture? Bright Ramarema or somebody close to that. And Bright Ramarema plus Balaalo or minus Balaalo, is there any difference? These are the same people. They say, okay, no movement of cattle except with the approval of the Minister of Lands. And who is the Minister of Lands? Nabakoba. Is there a difference? This, you are moving within the same network. President
Which network?
This thing of saying accept, President Museveni is just deceiving us. He's giving time, buying time for the Balaalo to sit properly. That, okay, you get this agreement, you sign, wasting time like this. President Museveni doesn't want the Balaalo to leave Northern Uganda. That's the reality. He's facilitating them to settle there. General Salim Saleh and Museveni are like this. This one speaks this way, the other one will speak the other way. They first sit in their sitting room and discuss, and then one person speaks. You think one is your friend, the other one is your enemy. They are the same on this issue of Balaalo.
I've listened to you. Let me listen to.
So the Balaalos must leave Northern Uganda. If they don't leave today, they'll leave tomorrow.